Hey guys, Dan Hood, Big DH2000 here. Posted a picture sometime back of my templates hanging on the wall and suggested to people, hey, speak up if you think there's a template I should try again. Well, this template is a really old one. One of my first designs that I ever developed myself. Back then, slingshots were a lot bigger, a lot stouter. They've since come a long way, use a lot of different materials. But anyway, I used to make this in HDPE, so it was just a quick 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch HDPE cutout, edges rounded, and then you could use it. And I made one attempt at doing this in something other than HDPE, and it was horrible. So I just kind of abandoned it for a while. Okay, but then I told myself, you know what, I really need to do this correctly. So when somebody mentioned this one, I decided to do it. This is like aqua, seascape, whatever. It's homemade resin. It's got one blemish in it that showed up, which is just the powder's a little thick in one spot, so it glows really bright in that one spot. This does glow in the dark. This was originally developed for two options: wrap and tuck or snare and tuck, where you put a loop of tie through, stick two tubes in it, pull it and wrap it tight. You can find that video of how I did that. I think it's called various connection methods. The interesting thing is this snare and tuck was what You'll Shoot Your Eye Out later used to develop the binding post method. So this will take a binding post if I want to put it in. If anybody wants to take a saw to it and cut, you can also flop loop, put the slot in one side or the other, whatever you like, and pop loop tubes on it. Although loop tubes don't seem to be as popular anymore. More and more folks using other methods to put tubes on their slingshots, which is fine. I mean, everything changes. Anyway, as you can see, it's pretty big, holds very nice. Okay, I'm really pleased with this one. One thing I did have to do, the handle shape is not perfectly symmetrical when you go around this way. It holds nicer with it a little off, so I left it a little off. You can hold it either way. I like it this way. Lanyard's kind of out of the way, doesn't hit your hand. Went the other way, it's not there, but the hole kind of leaves a gap. So I hold it this way. I haven't decided which way I'll tie it up. Might just put tubes on this and snare and tuck them. But anyway, it's a design that I really liked. I enjoyed shooting. A lot of folks bought it back in the day, but like I said, to some it may seem outdated because it's so big, and quite frankly, a lot of stuff these days is so small compared to this that people would call this outdated. Kind of like the difference between driving one of those old-fashioned big boat-sized Cadillacs versus the trim fast cars we got now that are far more gas efficient. Anyway, hope you like it. I enjoyed making this. Thanks to I can't even remember. It was several people. I think Don was one, Hoggy, Jeremy was one that mentioned this design. And it was 2 or 3, and I'll let them try it next time I see them. Take care.